I told her I was like, doing so yesterday. So she told me, she said, well, as I see Jesse, you're good. You may not remember. I didn't. So, it's kind of cold this week. Wait, is it good watering with flowers? Really?
You mean you still? That's too
So
much frost.
What's that?
Too much frost.
Oh, really?
I haven't done that, but I got about everything else done.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, October 13th. This is our regular staff meeting. We'll start off with our staff and elected reports. I guess I'll call on Ken since he's right there. Go first.
Good morning, Ken Muller, County Engineer. Just a couple things. We started the Willow Avenue clearing project this morning. They should be done by Friday, so get that done. I got a professional service agreement for the Tongue River Clean Bird project, ready for your next meeting. So I'll get that to Kelly today, and that'll be on your agenda next Tuesday. Rowdy reports some flash flooding over the weekend on East and West Pass Creek. District operators up there now looking it over, haven't heard anything report yet, so. Guys are out blading, taking advantage of the moisture. And the only thing else I have is I'll be out the rest of the week and Monday. Be back for the meeting on Tuesday, so, vacation.
Okay. Questions for Ken? Anybody?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman. Ken, last week we talked about, and you brought up the fact that we are not going to be getting CMAQ funds this year. I talked to Cameron and just kind of spitballing some ideas because obviously that's such a high priority for the county to make sure that bids are taken care of. I'd really like us to not cut down because we don't have the funds. And in talking to Cameron, it sounds like there might be a couple options. Is that something that Road and Bridge might be interested to not decrease the project, but instead maybe we can pull some funds from elsewhere?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Jennings. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to sit down with Rowdy yet because we're short on staff and he's been out doing the district operator job. But we plan to kind of do maybe a combination of reducing some areas where we can and then maybe reducing some application rates a little bit on some other areas that we can't and maybe help out. But if not, we'll try to do as much as we can as we normally do. The thing we're running into is we don't have the manpower to do as much as if we don't hire a contractor. But that contractor will be in the area, so we could hire the same contractor, just won't be able to get reimbursed for the CMAQ funding, so.
Mr. Chairman, Ken, I think what I'm trying to say is I want to throw my support behind, it sounds like we've got a couple of options to fund the CMAQ. I'd like to throw my support behind not decreasing, but instead, and I don't know how the other commissioners feel, obviously, so.
I guess I would agree with Commissioner Jennings that doing some treatment on our gravel dirt roads is pretty important. So I don't know if there's any funding to do any of that, but we'll look and see what we can do. Ken?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mr.
Anybody else? Yep.
Can you mention that there's one contractor that normally does that? Are there others that we can talk to? Or there's just the one in Wyoming, or?
Well, that comes to this northern portion of Wyoming.
That's it, just one? Okay.
Oh, there are some others in the southeast corner of the state that haven't come up here, but not saying they wouldn't. You know.
Anything else? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Mark?
Morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Mark Reed. We started to build our December agenda already, if you can believe that, for planning and zoning. Received an application to rezone just over 31 acres on Metz Road from agricultural to rural residential in anticipation of future division of the property. So that'll be probably on your agenda in January. So we received a application to vacate an existing 2-lot subdivision on Highway 335, Dean Minor subdivision. So there's one owner of both lots, and they're simply desirous of vacating the subdivision. So it just become a meets and bounds type of a description. So again, you probably won't be seeing that. You might see that in December. So anyway, next week you've got variance application to reduce a front setback from 25 to 20 feet in Powderhorn Ranch, lot 22, block G, phase 1 of the Powderhorn Ranch. So planning commission considered that last week and did recommend approval. So anyway, well, just continuing on. So.
Yeah. Progress marches on. Questions
It
for
does.
Mark? Anybody? Questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Clint, you have anything right now? You're kind of out of your place, so I'm going to call on you right now. Nothing? Okay. Misty? Ida?
Mr. Chairman, welcome back, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Just a quick update on the email from Department of Audit on notice of non-compliant local government entities that you all actually received the email. And I did have Misty, who keeps all the records for special districts when we are asked as county clerk's office to hold their records. We did contact the 3 on this list, and 2 of the 3 are now in compliance, and we're still working with Predator Management District to get their report in. So just in follow-up to the email that you received. And then I do believe also that the county treasurer also received this report too, as well as myself. So we're hoping that that last special district will come into compliance. On special districts, we did work, as some of you may know, we do the fire district elections for our 6 fire districts, and so 5 of those started on Friday and were mailed out. So the public should be seeing their ballots for those 5 fire district elections for November. Last week was a great week because it challenged our team and we rose to the occasion. So we did a lot of shifting around with people and we made it through. So I'm very, very proud of our team. And I had 15 minutes by myself on the floor downstairs and I survived.
Right.
So that was interesting. I thought it was going to be funny, but you know, our team, life happens, things happen, and we have to allow our staff vacation and time to be with family. So I'm just really proud of our team for shuffling around and doing what we had to do to get through last week. Today, just as a reminder, there shouldn't be any mail because it's Columbus Day. We didn't have any mail Saturday either, which is unusual. So there is no mail for us to sort today. I was expecting Saturday's mail, but we don't have anything. And then with that in mind, we shouldn't have any of our banks and title companies coming in because they're closed. So I'm hoping we can get caught up downstairs from everything that went on last week. I do have an update for you where I do have a need in my budget that's not budgeted for, have an unbudgeted request. I did learn recently that as the front office for the treasurer's office, what am I trying to say, front line for the treasurer and assessor, when we take in all of our land records and everything starts with us, and we have to be able to scan everything in. Our scanners are old, and we're learning from our software company that that is the only thing they can determine is that those scanners need to be replaced. They maybe were $500 when I purchased them, maybe 10 years ago. So it's probably time. in working with IT, it looks like that may be exactly the fix that we need. So at the moment, I need 6 scanners for the clerk's office for a total cost of just under $1,400. IT found one that they highly recommend, so they're $232 each, so they come down in price. They're just a basic scanner, but the fact that I need 6 is adding up. I did check with both the treasurer's office and the assessor's office, and at the moment, I'm not aware that they need any more scanners. But because we do all the archiving for the county as well, we have to scan everything into whiteout for all of our land and title records. So we archive every day. So our scanners are a relevant part of our job. So in working with IT, they don't have it in their budget either for this amount. I've been mentioned this to our administrative director, and so I just have that simple request that, as I can't find the money in IT as nowadays as well. So I don't know if Cameron wants to add anything else to that.
Mr. Chairman, I know that, Mark did such a good job shopping for a truck. We had leftover funds from the interest from the land trust money that was sent back to us. I mean, that would be one place. $1,400 seems like a really reasonable amount, Rita, so.
Mr. Chairman, yeah, correct, we could use that interest funds. It just has to be noted that it would be under the IT's budget for capital equipment, and that they will go over by about 1,400. So a budget amendment wouldn't necessarily have to be done immediately, but I'm just acknowledging that it's not really Ida's budget that will be impacted, the IT's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
Can I make the motion then for us to buy these scanners using the interest from the land trust money?
I would second that.
Motion and second. Any discussion? I think, So there's no way you can get by with the scanners you have now till next
Mr. Chairman,
budget cycle.
they literally are not communicating with the software. So no.
Okay, I guess that's a big fat no. So anyway, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. Motion passes. So,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, yes. And then we are going to be working on, as we move ahead with the special district elections all ahead, we'll be working with as many of the 5 district boards as we can to get as many volunteers in as we need it, as we hope to have. And we have a new employee that started. His name is Dayton, of the town Dayton. And so he's the very young one. It looks like he's in high school, but in fact, we did just hire him right out of high school. So we're super excited to have a young face among us. And, yeah, so if you see a young one, Dayton is his name, and do a shout out. He worked full time his whole last year in high school. He worked also, so I think that's just really cool. Says a lot for that generation. Happy to have him on board. So thank you.
very good.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Dr. Thompson, was there a deadline for getting that final non-compliant entity into compliance? Is there a final deadline?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Jennings, the attached letter, which I forgot to print, I think says by November something, the county treasurer shall no longer pass on tax money to that entity, should there be any, something like that. So if we go back and look at that email, there is an attachment that was there as well that explained it further. And it did list the statutes just briefly in the additional email as well. So there's nothing for the county clerk to do, but there may be something for the county treasurer to do if that applies.
Okay. Thanks, Sita. Katie? Saw you hiding back there.
Chairman, Commissioners, Katie Harris, County Treasurer. Just in reply to Ida, it is November 30th. Essentially, my role would just be not to disperse the monthly distribution to to those entities. So at this juncture, I'm still distributing, but at that juncture, I wouldn't if they're not in compliance.
Very good.
That's it.
Thank you very much. Kelly?
Oh, Kimber's behind.
Kimber?
Nothing else.
Okay. Kenny? Jesse?
How much, Chair?
Robert, you're later.
Unless
you got something else.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Robert Gill, Sheridan County Airport Manager. We are moving forward on the building conversion that was formerly FedEx. We've got the plans completed with Morris Maryland and QC10. So we'll be soliciting for bids starting this week. We'll be looking for about 3 weeks. Also moving forward on the expand long-term parking lot, obtained an independent fee estimate from another engineering firm, and we'll begin fee negotiations with Morris Maryland here shortly. And then after that, we'll be able to go out for grant applications once the federal government opens up. And then last item I have is I'll be out of the office tomorrow, back Friday afternoon. I'll be at the Wyoming Airports Coalition Conference in Jackson Hole. But I can be reached by cell phone or email. That's all I've got.
Questions for Robert? Thank you, Robert.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, good morning. Just a reminder, tomorrow is the joint work session with City Hall or City Councilors. It'll be at City Hall. That'll be at 9 a.m. Just a reminder, there is no action to be taken at that meeting, so it's just discussion of topics. If there is an action to be taken, you have to take it back to your respective boards at a later date. And then the fire suppression inspection that we had, they did all the backflow testing. We did find that there was a problem in the historic courthouse. Repairs and reinspection will be about $7,000. That is coming out of our capital repairs budget. So I'm not asking for funds, I'm just letting you know that to repair all that will be about $7,000.
Okay.
That's all I have at this time.
Questions for Cameron? Anyone? Thank you, Cameron. Commissioner Jennings?
I don't have anything this morning, thank you.
Commissioner Arzi?
Just I got a call this morning and I talked to Rowdy. We've got some culvert plugging issues up on Pat's Creek and he's on it. So we're just gonna have to send whatever they need to get them unplugged as quick as possible.
Right. Very good. Commissioner Haswell?
Just that I'll be out tomorrow in Moorcroft for a Wildlife Trust board meeting, but in the rest of the week, and then next week I am out all week with my mom in Denver for some back surgery. So
Good. Not very good.
I'm excited for her.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be good.
I don't have anything else, so next
Mr.
on.
Chairman,
Yes.
if I may add something, I forgot. My apologies. Either Sean Thompson, County Clerk. For the city county meeting tomorrow, I will be with my mom for medical reasons, and so Ms. T will be attending that meeting
Very good.
as deputy clerk, representing the clerk's office.
Okay, thank you for that. Anyway, moving on in the agenda is the public hearing for comment on proposals for the lease of a hangar at 2618 Aviation Drive, and I'll call on Robert Gill, Airport Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Robert Gill, Sheridan County Airport Manager. On August 15, 2025, the Sheridan County Airport issued a request for proposal regarding the lease of the hangar located at 2618 Aviation Drive. The RFP was advertised in the Sheridan Press on August 19th and September 2nd. It was additionally posted on the Sheridan County website. Proposals were accepted until September 25th, 2025 at 2 p.m., after which a public proposal opening was conducted at 2:05 by myself and Bonnie Formazano. A total of 3 proposals were received, the first being from from Gardner Low Aviation Services for the use of the hangar as an avionics and maintenance facility serving as a FAA repair station. Second proposal from Bighorn Flying Company, offering airplane and helicopter services focused on agricultural, environmental, and wildlife operations. And the third, Bighorn Airways proposing commercial aeronautical operations, including aircraft maintenance, aerial services, and flight support. The proposals were posted on the Sheridan County website on September 29th, 2025 for public review. According to the Sheridan County resolution governing the leasing of county-owned property at the airport, prior to the airport manager making the recommendation, the Board of County Commissioners shall hold at least one public hearing to receive comments. Notice of the time and place of the hearing shall be given in one publication of a newspaper of general circulation in the county at least 14 days before the date of the hearing. In compliance with this resolution, public notices were placed in the Sheridan Press on September 29th and October 6th. That's all I've got. I stand for any questions. If you've got any questions for me.
Questions for Robert, anyone? Thank you, Robert. Okay, this is I'm going to open the public hearing at 9:20. And I have a list of people who want to speak. First on my list is Carl Gardner.
Just like to say good morning to everybody, Chairman and members of the board. Just want to introduce myself. I am Carl Gardner. I'm Gardner Low Aviation. We're based in Georgia, but my wife and I we live here. We moved here. So now we've got a house here and we're opening up, and we have opened up a repair station here, which is part of what we got in Georgia right now. They work under a D100, work away from the station, which will eventually become a full 145 here. We do aircraft maintenance, we do aircraft avionics, we do helicopters. We do a little bit of everything. We even helped the fire station with some radios over there. So no job is too small for what we do. We'll work on a J3 Cub all the way up through a King Air Citation. With my background, we can work on heavy jets too. We've got Gulfstream experience. So if we had the facility to be able to do this stuff, that's the kind of airplanes that we can do for this community. And we focus on service. That's all we focus on. So I can service any airplane that's out there, any helicopter that's out there. I'm an A&P, I'm an IA, and I'm a private pilot. We've already got 2 full-time employees and that we've hired here recently, and one part-time employee. And then we've got my wife and myself, and my son is also an employee. He helps us out too. And he's a CFI II MEI, and he'll do the flight testing on the airplane. So we can do everything there. So that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. Want to let y'all know we are a Dextron dealer. We're a double Garmin Platinum dealer, so we can handle all the avionics. We can do Collins avionics. Just about anything that's on an airplane, we can do. Doesn't matter how small it is. We've done work out of Casper. We've brought people from Alpine. We got a job in there right now. It just came out of Alpine. So Laurel, South Dakota, we've done a lot of work with Badlands aircraft out of there. And we can do just about anything.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
Mr. Gardner, I just had a question on the abbreviations, the acronyms you're using for the certifications. I don't know what those means. What were those? You mentioned a couple for yourself and maybe a couple for your son as well.
I'm a airframe and power plant mechanic. I've got inspection authorization, means I can just about sign off anything on an airplane, unless they're an airline company. But pretty much can sign off anything on an airplane, a helicopter, anything turbine. And I am a private pilot. My son's a certified flight instructor. He's got ATP. He's multi-engine. And we also have 2 airplanes based here too. We brought up out of Georgia also.
Thank you.
That's those are. That's okay. Anybody else got a question?
Too, so.
I think that's it, unless there's other questions.
Mr. Chairman, yeah. If you're successful with getting this new hangar for your maintenance program, are you thinking that you're gonna be hiring more people and bringing more people in as mechanics?
Yes, sir. In the unfortunate event that I'm not successful, I'm still gonna hire more people. You know what I mean? I've got space that I'm renting from JT Granger, 307 Pilots. And we may have to just push them Tony out their hangar. And use it. But at this point, we'll continue going forward. We've already made Sheridan our home. We bought a house here. So we're here right now. My daughter runs the company in Georgia along with my son-in-law and one of my managers. I go back, I don't know, about every month and a half or so. We do review stuff on the computer, and we're going to take that same model that we have in Georgia. And it is a nationally known company. I mean, we do work from everywhere around the whole United States and out of South America. And so we'll continue moving forward with something like that here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Very good.
Anybody else? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gardner.
Next on my list is Jared Hosfeld.
I'm Jared Hosfeld with InView. I'm here to support Bighorn Flying Company. We do a large amount of business. Justin, the national sales manager for Range and Pasture, submitted a letter to you guys. I don't think I really need to rehash that whole letter. I just would like to reiterate what Bighorn does for the community. I'm also a resident of Sheridan County, and in my job, I deal a lot with other aviation companies and other communities that don't have a company like Bighorn in it, and they're at the mercy of finding time for those helicopters to get there or to do the work that's being done here. Bighorn stays here. They don't move their helicopters to do crops. So in order for a company like that to move out of this, we would really lose a lot. And like I said, I'm a resident here, and I really appreciate the fact that they're here to spray mosquitoes and to spray vent knot and to it's invaluable to the fight that we have with the annual grasses right now. Is there any questions?
Questions for Justin? Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify for the public too, there's no action today. It's just the public hearing. So.
Very good. Next on the list is Lynn Cruz.
Mr. Chairman, I had no idea I was being called.
Well, let's see how quick you are on your feet.
And we've got his phone number now, so.
Yeah. Well, if you want to speak, you can. If you don't,
No, I'd rather abstain. I mean, I've got mutual interests over the airport, and I just wanted to be here to see how this process was working.
No worries. Okay.
Thank you.
You bet.
Austin Farr.
Lynn thought that was a sign-in sheet. I'm here speaking for Sheridan Pilots, JT as well. He's out with family. He's got a deep list here, but with his letter accompanying Gardner Lowe Services, we have a very unique, tremendous airport. Thank you to local, state, federal taxpayers, business operators, aircraft owners, and pilots. We often not see your teamwork with previous longtime manager John Stopka and current manager Robert Gill has brought us today. Aircraft operations are increasing with SkyWest breaking records, hangars being built, infrastructure projects breaking ground. Since May 2020, we want to thank you for your continued support of our growth of our flight school and our new hangar facility. We'd like to recognize your decision to award the 2618 Aviation Drive as difficult. We have friends and business relationships at all three applicant operations. Thank you for the current services they provide and local economic impact to Sheridan County. We have witnessed each application commit major sponsors to the local nonprofit Sheridan Pilot Association, annual events such as Wings and Wheels, Public Air Show, and the impact of aviation to the local community. Before finishing our new 16,000 square foot hangar on June 1st, we have continued to offer leased aircraft surge to both Bighorn Flying Company and Bighorn Airways to protect high-value assets sitting on the ramp out in the elements to help support that aircraft. Over the past several years, we have personally taken county commissioners on tours of the airport demonstrating the need for general aviation maintenance and hangar space. All positives being said, there are two major needs at Sheridan County Airport right now affecting every stakeholder: a dependable, customer service-oriented, and efficient avionics and general aviation maintenance facility. Two, a hangar space for new aircraft owners, new visitors, and newcomers. There's already 40 on the waiting list for hangar space, and Gardner Lowe's kind of taken up some of ours to offer to other people. As of Saturday, our team at Sheridan Pilots, we've helped over 67 local and regional student pilots earn licenses, ratings, and endorsements. Of those 67, 20 own aircraft solely or in partnerships. 9 aircraft are based in Sheridan, paying monthly leases to the county. In total, the airport has 60 plus hangar tenants paying leases to Sheridan County that have to fly outside of the county or even the state for federally mandated maintenance inspections. While the region has seen a decline in maintenance facilities over the past decade, most pilots fly to Laurel, Billings, Spearfish, or Casper. With small problems like squawks, owners are really motivated to either get them fixed themselves or ferry them to regional maintenance facilities. Both seriously jeopardize the safety of pilots and aircraft. Also consider citizens, property, and structures on the ground if an incident would occur that could be easily prevented here. From May 2020 through 2025, our flight school aircraft have been shuttled to Casper for all of our maintenance inspections, all that. Our aircraft were grounded for 2 to 3 weeks for something that could have taken 3 days. We finally faced personal schedule or weather obstacles during retrieval back to Sheridan Airport that could potentially make that 2 to 3 weeks be a month or 2. After securing the lease on June 1st, 2025, Gardner Lowe Aircraft went above and beyond. They said yes to every single aircraft that asked in need of maintenance. From June to August, they leased 60 by 60 space, which is 3,600 square feet. They needed more. We gave them 60 by 105, taken into my space. 6,300 square feet they have now. Overnight, they have provided dependable avionics and general aviation maintenance repair facility to our airport. Pretty useful. In only 4 months, they have demonstrated they are seriously committed to serving Sheridan County Airport, bringing regional customers to Sheridan, people from all over. To satisfy the FAA Part 145 repair station criteria with a 24/7 secure facility office space and parts storage, Gardner Lowe Aircraft needs to secure the lease at 2618 Aviation Drive. While we would lose our business as a monthly tenant at our hangar, we recognize the highest and best need currently at Sheridan Airport is for Gardner Lowe to be awarded the lease. Simply put, Sheridan Airport needs a dependable, customer service-oriented avionics and maintenance facility now more than ever. Since June 1st, 2025, Gardner Lowe Aircraft Services has demonstrated that they are an FAA-approved facility with their procedures, relationships, and experiences, employees, and resources to be a long-term operator. The 60 based aircraft owners and future owners earning their licenses locally need a facility to perform maintenance. As demonstrated here, your decision has major implications for aircraft owners, tenants, visitors, and future aircraft owners. Before you vote on these 3 proposals, we respectfully ask you to visit the airport, see the need for maintenance, avionics, hangars firsthand. We're happy to help you get that tour. It'll probably be by me, But yeah, that's about it. Thank you. And that is it.
Questions for Austin?
It's kind of a lot.
Austin, I have a question. You said sometimes it takes 3 weeks to get something fixed that should take 3 days. Is that because of scheduling on your end? Is it the weather?
It's kind of a mix of everything. 'Cause we'd fly down to Casper, and then if they had people in Casper doing maintenance there, then we'd be pushed back a few days. And then weather going back to get it. So we need 2 aircraft, one to take the plane down, bring me back, or whoever it was. And then another plane to take me back, grab that plane, and then we'd both fly back.
Right. Yeah, okay. Thank you much. Next on my list, Ian Hamilton.
Chairman Board, thank you guys for seeing me. I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. I started my aviation in 2020 under Shared Pilots 307, chasing my private pilot license, and in that I started interest in my mechanics. A lot of that is a personal drive if I'm going to fly an aircraft. For those of you that work on your own vehicles, it's, to me, very important to be able to fix and understand whatever you're operating. Aircraft is especially important on that aspect. I'm here to put my support in for Gardner Lau Aviation Services. Personal at hand, meeting them while they were out here last year. I was down there at the hangar. They were working on a radio in one of the school aircraft, and in my desire to always learn and know more about that aspect of things versus standing around, Carl was very welcoming. He brought me over. He's like, hey, no, this is kind of how we look at things. This is what's important. This is how you go about these practices. Since they have moved to Sheridan and have gotten going, they have continued to provide that mentorship and support for me and my passion for aviation that has continued to grow. And for that, I am incredibly grateful. Again, the need for that level of commitment and customer service to people is something that is rare in any industry. And seeing that today and giving that an opportunity for Sheridan to grow is very important. Is my time through the Sheridan Leadership class in 2023, getting to see all the aspects of the community was something that I had not gotten to be a part of. And I can say through my experiences in that class that Gardner Lau Aviation does fit what our community is seeking, what our community values are. So with that, I will leave you guys to it, and thank you very much for my time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last on the list is Chris Isley.
Good morning, Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for the opportunity to come up here and speak with you all. Bighorn Airways has been around a long time. So we started out as an agricultural business back in the day, and that's evolved into FBO business, charter business, and back in the late 80s, we got involved with firefighting, smoke jumping. And the smoke jumping is kind of what we ended up running with for the last probably 25, 30 years. And then we also got into some DoD, Department of Defense work, where we're providing basically ambulance aircraft over in Africa, serving our special forces over there. So we're very happy with the direction that we've gone. One of the items that we've always provided is retail maintenance service, and unfortunately, I got to admit, we have not been able to do a great job of that. And part of that reason, it's not that we're not capable, it's that we've had other priorities. So our priorities have been the firefighting and the Department of Defense work. So, and as we've grown the business, We've run out of room. And this is an opportunity, if we're able to lease this space, we could have a dedicated retail finance facility. And I do feel a heavy obligation. I know we've let a lot of the private community down for being able to provide those maintenance services in a timely manner. This would be that opportunity to really step up to the plate and do that. So we hope we get that opportunity to provide those services. We've been here for a long time. It would be our way of redirecting and helping out the community than we've done to date. So we look forward to that opportunity. You got a tough choice. You got three, I will say, good applicants. And honestly, I won't be upset if you choose any of the other two because they are good companies and they bring a lot to Sheridan. So I guess that's all I have. Have any questions? Happy to answer.
Questions for Chris? Anyone? Thank you, sir. And that concludes our sign-up sheet. I will close the public hearing at 9:40. Sheriff, I apologize for a little naive on the procedures, but some of us missed the sign-up list. I think some of us signed up and didn't know what we were signing up for. Come on up. Thank you. I appreciate you making an exception. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I am Jamie Foy, Bighorn Flying Company, not to be confused with Bighorn Airways. And I agree with Chris, y'all have a difficult decision. I do not envy you that. Bighorn Flying Company has been in existence under that banner for a couple of years now. Before that, I worked with Bighorn Airways, mainly running their aerial application, helicopter side of things. And a couple of years ago, they decided to refocus and sold off the aerial application, basically the stuff that I was running. So we decided that it was a critical service for the area and really enjoyed what I was doing. And so we managed to keep it going under the Bighorn Flying Company banner. I think you all have a copy of our proposal. I won't rehash all of that other than say that I think our situation is a little bit uniquely critical from a geographic standpoint that we have a base in Sheridan. We're working regionally, but Sheridan County is the heart and soul of our customer base, where we're making applications, the projects we're working on. Some of the projects currently going, we're working with weed and pest in our CS conservation districts on elk fire mitigation of invasive species control in the elk fire. That's one of the big things we've got currently going on now. And so yes, just projects like that. I think a few of you I have met before, maybe been in the helicopter with me to see the Ventonata annual grass problem in my county. Currently, we're kind of ground zero in the state now for that ongoing fight, working very closely with UW and some other entities on trying to get ahead of that as best we can. So like everybody else at the airport, we're out of space, we're growing. We are currently kind of homeless. We're leasing various spaces around the airport in the county now, just to have office space somewhere, to have shop space for trucks, to have hangar space for helicopters. And so if we were to win the bid, it would give us somewhere to call home and to consolidate a lot of our operations. So I'll leave it at that. Any questions? Questions for Jamie? Anybody?
Excuse me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anybody else out there want to make a comment? We close the public hearing, which I will do.
No.
Oh, yeah.
My name's Jeff Baum. I'm the current Vice President of Local Pilot Association. I'm the founder of the Pilot Association and the initial president.
You can talk right into the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't realize I had close. The Pilot Association has always been focused on what is best for the airport and what's best for the flying community. You do have 3 very good proposals. Any of them be a very good client to rent the hangar space. One of our areas of concern, and Chris even mentioned it, is that we have always been a problem of getting maintenance done on light aircraft. By federal regulation, any maintenance done on the aircraft except for preventative has to be done by a licensed aircraft mechanic. Any annual inspections, which are done every year, are required to be done by a inspection authorized, which is a much higher criteria of mechanic. Most of us that own aircraft, I own 2, have to go out of state or at least out of the area to have our work done. I take mine up to Montana and have for decades. Not because I don't like Bighorn, they do a great job, they're just incredibly busy. And as Chris said, they have, their priority is their business. I run an aviation business, and if my props weren't turning, I wouldn't make any money. I couldn't pay the bills, so my aircraft had to be a priority. Totally understand that. Same thing with Jamie and his operation. He has to get a home for his aircraft. Our real focus from the Pilot Association is we need the maintenance, and Gardner Lowe is a very good option. I've already had them do a little bit of work on one of my airplanes, been very happy with them. Just trying to give you a little more of a reference as to our focus in the Pilot Association. I agree with the other people. Any candidate will be a good candidate. We just would like to see a maintenance facility for our light aircraft, so we're not flying up to Montana, flying down to Colorado, something like that.
Questions for Jeff? Anyone?
Okay, thank you.
Sir. Anyone else? Okay, I'll close the public hearing at 9:46. Once again, this is, there is no decision to be made today, no vote today. We're going to be looking for recommendations, and I'm sure when we will make a decision, but next Tuesday, there you go. So anyway.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
Just a comment that as everyone's mentioned, the applications were fantastic, and this is a really refreshing public hearing with so many positive comments and engagement. So I want to thank everybody for being here and for the great applications.
Very good. Yeah, I agree. Thanks everyone for coming in, and we're going to be adjourned at 9:47.